Hello, everyone. I am today with the extraordinary John White, my good friend John White, who is an inventor and who has brought to humanity so many goodness, healing devices. John White is the inventor of the Spooky 2 machine that creates frequencies that heal any type of problems. And today I have John White to talk to us about a new a new gem that he's been coming coming up with. So John, hello, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. I've got to have a word with you about these introductions. You're making me sound like I'm an amazing person. Okay, I'm an
You
average
are.
person, maybe a very lucky person because always seem to find things, and I've got lots of friends, which also makes me lucky. But I am an ordinary person, and I've just made of flesh. But I'm always pleased and very happy to be on your show. I love our talks. It doesn't feel like an interview. It's like just to sit down and a chat about something. It's just so nice and warm.
Yes, and likewise, I feel so relaxed with you. It's like chatting with friends, but just only we're recording and putting it on YouTube, okay?
Yeah. Well, we are friends, aren't we? Yeah. What do you mean,
Yeah.
just like friends?
Oh, no, I mean, ah, so John,
Okay. Yeah.
yeah, you
Yeah.
sent me, well, your team sent me this. What is
Yes.
this? I tried this device. It goes in the pocket. It's really amazing. It's called AHA, and I assure you, people, when you switch it on and you put it on your hand, and you feel, well, I felt something, and my first reaction was, aha, so it's the right name. And I think this is a miniature Spooky 2 device that you can put in your pocket. And it's I really felt a difference. You have programs that you can enter in it and you can feel the difference. And I could feel the frequency running through my veins, actually, the fluids. It's very interesting. Um, but before telling more about myself, my experience. I would like you, John, to introduce this little marvel. Tell us
Right.
about.
Well, I'll tell you a bit of history that we try and keep under wraps. This wasn't going to be a scalar device. It is a scalar device, pure scalar transmissive, but it was going to be a contact mode device and was going to be another generation of a Spooky 2 accessory, which would have been good. It would have had the same display and that. But I had a seed of an idea, and ideas that come and go. That some ideas, when you receive them from the universe, they don't sound like they're going to work. It sounds like it's a bit bizarre. It can't possibly work. And I'm a trained electronics engineer, and in my mind, no way was it going to work. But I was given this idea. I don't know where it came from, but I'll try it. So I tried it, and I did it in the best way possible that I could foresee as possible, and it worked. And it didn't just work; it actually was better than the path which I was doing before, which was this contact mode portable device. So that moment that idea came to me was an aha moment. And that is the way that I would explain it to my friends or my friend. No, I've got more than one friend. And uh, the it came as an aha moment. And so that really it earned that name, aha. And what this does is create a sphere of protection. Its effective radius is 1 meter in all directions. It's not a beam in one single direction. So like just like a giant beach ball. So your whole body becomes enveloped in the scalar field, like a halo. It's the halo of protection. So this it's earned both parts of its name with aha and the halo, which is what this product name is. And I further refined the transmission of the scalar field to the point where it's producing no EMFs. If you put a meter to sense if there's any harmful radio waves coming off, you'll be thinking, no, it's turned off, nothing there. So you can safely sleep with it under your pillow, touching it. I mean, you can do what you like with it. It's not going to harm you. But more than that, if you live like everyone else on the planet where there's Wi-Fi, the Wi-Fi signals become less harmful when they enter the scalar field because the Wi-Fi becomes a coherent field. It will still pass through, so you can still use your mobile phone and everything. But the effects of the EMF on the cells in your body isn't harmful anymore. So it's quite an amazing device, very amazing device. Um, because we converted it to scalar, then we wanted to have greater capabilities with the unit. So we put a lot of power into it. Like the brains inside this is quite extraordinary. I'll give you an indication with some of the specifications. Um, it can hold 30 programs. Each program can hold 10,000 frequencies. And you might be thinking, why would someone need 10,000 frequencies? The reason is if you're wanting to broadcast something living like a protein, which is a string of amino acids, sorry for being technical, but it's part of the journey, then you need to have a device which is capable of broadcasting up to 10,000 frequencies. And this can do that. Um, the accuracy of each of those frequencies is 6 decimal places. So it's not like rounding off to 1/10 of a hertz. It's 1 millionth of a hertz, the accuracy of this device. It's, I believe in precision. There's no point in increasing power if it's off target. And so he wanted to make sure the device precisely, absolutely precisely broadcast what it's supposed to broadcast. And the really exciting thing about this is it's pure scalar. It doesn't need any carrier wave, no tuning, no nothing. It's the it's a pure transmitter. It doesn't need two units linked together with a link cable. It's purely standalone. The battery lasts for about 18 hours. Charge time is, there's two charge rates. There's fast charge and slow charge. Fast charge, I think it's about 2 hours to charge the unit up again. But even if you go on slow charge, you just charge it overnight and run it the next day. But you can even run it while it's charging. There's no limitation there. And it's got a regular USB-C port that you can plug into everything and anything, probably even a vacuum cleaner. And yes, as you mentioned before, the programs, um, when you get the unit, you can load in what we call a quick pack install. So there's a common runny nose. At the moment it's locked, so I'd unlock it. And there's the picture of the person meditating. The focus on this unit is wellness. When your body is well, it's naturally healed or healing. So the common runny, I mean, relaxation one, clarity and focus. Those types of programs which aren't really addressed by us so far in here. 7 chakras. So if you're doing meditation, it's good for that. Menstrual discomfort and prostate and intense. There's a lot. There's a lot. And the software has over 100 programs which have been um, created by us, um, optimized, the best programs for this device. So people aren't going to be overwhelmed with information. Now, I'll ask you a simple question, Elena. I won't put you on the spot, but be honest. When you received the unit, did you read the manual before, cover to cover, before you turned it on?
Um, I did. I did, but diagonally because I was impatient to turn it on.
So it's page. Right, okay, let's do it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um,
Where is the switch on button? And we
yes, well,
go
that's the
from
only
there.
thing. The switch on is also the play button. We didn't want to add an extra button because then it becomes like an aircraft with so
Yeah.
many buttons and switches and levers.
Mm.
So it's got four buttons
Yeah.
for on and run and also pause and also unlock.
Yeah.
Then up and down, just I'll show it again. Up and down is just for going through the different programs. Oh, it's locked. Up and down are for the different programs. And if you're looking through the programs and you think, well, what program was I running on? Then you click the button on the right and it takes you back to the currently running program. Now, it wasn't actually running a program, so it doesn't go back. The running program's in purple. Everything about this unit, we wanted the best, not second best. We didn't want to copy anyone. Well, we know that no one else is really doing what we're doing, but we wanted the absolute best. And we've also broken out of our own mold, our own way of thinking, like the colors, purple,
Yeah.
you know.
Okay.
I didn't like it at the beginning, but now I love it. And I realize now why, I'm working with other people and they gravitated towards this color. It's a very warm color. It's really out there. It's modern. It's young. It's hip. It's everything that we want to portray in this on this unit.
To me, it's a very spiritual color, and the way it blends with the blue, it's with the indigo to purple. To
Yeah.
me, it's the highest spiritual level of the human aura spiritually before
Yes.
white, you know.
Yes.
So it talks
Mhm.
also to my consciousness or spiritual wellness as well. The colors have an effect on you. So I found it relaxing and meditative. And it's a little figure meditating, so it's perfect, you know?
When I see the auras of most people, if they're healthy, they're red or they're purple and they're glowing. If they're unhealthy, it tends to get bluer and like a blacky blue.
That's it.
And I've only seen one person in my life that's got a white aura. But we won't get into that. But he was an enlightened man. But yeah, it's this unit has taught me a lot. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
Um, it's taught me a lot because a lot of things have been by accident or gifted to me, and it's been put in here and used as an engineer. I've maximized things. So there's yeah. I'm so proud of it. So proud of our team. So proud of
Yeah,
everyone
good.
that has been involved. As you know, Elena, we're not an exclusive group. We have the best brains in the world. Not saying that I have the best brains, I just take all the credit. But we have got people in our team who are better than brilliant. And they come up with ideas which are totally out of the box. And maybe not all of them work, but there's no harm in trying, and maybe you'll be surprised. And this particular time, I was surprised. And maybe the person who the spirit who gifted me this just wanted to see that now is the time for humanity to actually start moving in this direction and for people to realize there are things out there, things they can do. So, there we have it. Oh, your audio. I think you've got on mute.
Okay. Yeah.
Sorry.
I think the universe likes you because all you do is for humanity. And with the device, I received this little booklet that explains all the caritative and humanitarian um, activities your company does,
Yes,
helping people all over the world, you know?
absolutely. Now, we don't send that to show off. We send that to encourage other people to contribute and be part of the movement. That's right. We're doing quite a few. That's
Yes.
why we send them, not to show off, because it's the very last thing we want to do. But we're just taking the opportunity that okay, they've received this device. they can actually make an impact to the world. In fact, they already have, because in buying this device, they've already donated. A percentage of all sales goes to our charities and to other charities that we support.
That's it. Well, I know you're very humble and it is who you are, but someone needs to tell the audience that, uh, yeah, so I'm doing it, that
Yeah.
a part of the money people pay goes to, um, tell me, goes to what? What are your different
Oh, there's
actions?
many. There, we do the emergency ones, the disaster ones, but we also do charity work for the orphanages, for developing countries to help people live with the food, sustenance, with the clothing. Um, Quite often I see piles of clothes in our office. There's one that was just last week. These clothes our staff were asked to bring things in to contribute. And that was a big pile, Elena. I was very happy to see that. And these clothes aren't rags. I'll be proud to wear them. And they're all going to these people that need them. They're not being used for industrial rags. Everyone in our company are of the same mindset. We've got beautiful, beautiful staff. And believe you me, it's not a sweatshop. It's the opposite. At lunch times, they get together and they meditate. We've got a large meeting room and they go in there and they meditate. And it's so beautiful to see. And this is, you were discussing earlier about how surrounding yourself with positive people can influence your life. Well, this is what our company has done. We have somehow gravitated people, good, very good people to us. And we're all growing together, all growing together through meditation, through self-realization. Most lunch times, or if it's not meditation, we hold classes for either traditional Chinese culture or for how to be a better person or anything, or it could even be about spirituality. A lot of people, if you just plant a seed, that's all you need. Doesn't take much effort, and that might just grow given the right conditions. And we're trying to make the right conditions. And even this talk now, maybe one of your viewers will think, gosh, maybe there is something that he's saying. And they might look at the charity work and think, wow, hey, I could put my name down. Every month, Elena, we set free live animals and we bless the families of the people who have bought products from us. As I mean, I'm not showing off because that's negating, but I'm
I
just
know.
letting people know that
Yes.
they are already contributing by doing so. I mean, it could be someone else. I'm not saying it's only because of us. I'm just saying this is what we do, and we do feel very deeply about that.
Yes, yes. I remember in previous, that's off topic, but in previous interviews, videos we've
Mhm.
done together, you told me an emotional story about a fish because you and your team, you go on the
Yeah.
markets, you buy off animals that are
Mm.
destined to be killed, and you release
Mm.
them in the wild. And there was a story with a fish that, oh my gosh, you nearly made me cry because you release that fish in the water, and the fish turned back, and looked at you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. I
Without a
was like,
word of a lie, that fish, I mean, he would have winked at me if he could. He was, or she was thanking me. And when you release a fish and it's got the large tummy, eggs there, gosh, we're not saving one life, we're saving thousands of lives,
yeah,
you know.
yeah, yeah.
So yes, it's all part of the learning curve, and that's where we are now.
Yes, I wanted to mention this story again because that really testifies when nature and animals respond to you. It means you have a frequency that is in tune with nature, with the world, and that you're a good person. I wanted to
Oh.
bring that up because you won't say
But
it.
there are other downsides though. Like I've got what 6 wildcats that now stay around our house and demand food. That's the downside, you know.
And that's it.
They're okay.
That's
They're
it.
okay.
That's it. That's it.
They're not
That's it.
wild anymore. No, they're not wild. Um, yeah. So anyway, back to the product. There's a bit of a diversion, wasn't it? But
I
I really
know.
think, if you are a sensitive person, if you are connected to the universe like Elena, you will feel it. If not, you'll see the effects over time as it does its thing. Um,
Yes, because
y-
everybody, you were telling me off recording that not everybody has the same sensitivity and perception
oh,
through the physical body. Some people, as you say, may not feel anything straight away physically, but will
mm.
see the effect through time. I'm one of these person who put it in my hand and I could feel a buzzing, like a nice, gentle purring, very, very slight purring going through my arm and in my body. So you may, people who are listening, feel this sensation. And if you don't feel anything, don't worry. It's going through you anyway. So,
I was looking for um oh dear. Well, maybe you've got your things there. It came with some hologram cards.
yes, yes.
You
So
can you can do the show and tell. I'm not so organized
need
this
to
side.
find them, where I put them, because
I
it came
wonder
with
if
this
I
nice
have it.
bag and I put everything in it.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful.
So
But it would have
here are the
come with some
cards. Yes.
hologram
So
cards.
I wanted to ask you about the
Yes.
cards,
Mm,
holographic cards.
yes. Yeah. They you place them on Halo and run at least one cycle. You can see the
Like this?
cycle as it's, yeah, just like that. And let it run for a cycle. If it's running, you'll see the purple bar go around and it tells you how much time it takes, and you can just run for one program, and then you can just give the card to a friend, so they don't need to buy one of these units. The card will have the same effect. So quite often we're our own worst enemies. We're just finding out a way of making ourselves lose sales, but that's okay. It's okay. But these cards retain their frequencies. You don't wipe them. I mean, you can't wipe them. Even if you try to, you'd still have the residual frequencies there. So just be aware of that. It's sort of like a
That's
use
amazing.
once thing.
Yeah, they are those, so the holographic cards.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
that's the technology of the future that is already in the present thanks to people like you, John. Holographic medical technologies are coming, and this is something that is going to be a common thing in the near future. And you are one of the precursors, and I think you are the precursor for this device, these cards. It's I'm very excited to to present this invention of yours.
Well, I'm very excited to have been able to complete it. It's quite an exciting device, a very exciting device. Um, yeah, it's so simple. I think I could take it out from the box. I mean, you didn't give me the perfect answer I was hoping for, Elena, but so you didn't back me up. But I think that if you had to, you've got four buttons, so you've got one chance in four in getting it right. So you hold it and then it'll turn on. I think the other buttons will be intuitive, going up and down and then
Yes.
running. I think
No,
so.
I found straight away.
Thanks.
It was very easy. It was very easy to find how to switch it on. You know,
Okay, okay.
you see arrows up and down. It's okay. That's gonna be for selection of
Yes.
something.
Yep.
That turned out it was the programs, and it's the logo on the buttons are very explicit. So I found straight away. Where
Yeah. Yeah.
it's very so it's incredibly easy to use. You go, oh, that's it. Oh, wow. That was it. That's easy.
Well,
So, yeah.
yes, the our focus is on getting something that people can use without having to read a manual. And this is one of our best products for that, where there's just a minimum of buttons, minimum of controls.
Yeah.
Even the programs, they are the best of, instead of having, for example, 20 different programs for collagen, we chose or blended the best to make the collagen one for this one here. So there's something for everyone. There's even an acne one there. Yeah. So yeah, and figure. Some of you've got to use your imagination with some of the programs and get to know what they're for because of the world we live in. But it's a perfect device. And I'll tell you honestly, Elena. Now, this unit here, I was given for demonstrations, but after I've shown it, I'm not going to give it back. I hope they don't watch this video, but they're not going to get it back because I am going to use it all the time. And I think that's a good testimony for this. You know, it's that really to me it's a perfect companion, health companion, focusing on health and wellness, what
Yes.
everyone needs.
Yes, and you can put it in a pocket, in a bag, and
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
going to make you laugh, but ladies, that sticks in the bra.
Are you kidding me?
Yes, and and it when you run a program for I tried one for tiny
Hang on, I'll check.
and it's
No, I haven't.
no,
No, no, no,
it's I mean think about
no.
it. Just for the ladies. I don't want to embarrass you, but that's one of the sites I discovered. Oh, that fits, and
Well, it's probably a little bit too much detail for half of the viewers, but it's very good to know. We won't be putting that in our suggestions of where to carry it. We say generally pocket for a guy or purse for a woman, but whatever works. We've even got a case for it that we ship with the unit, a plastic protection case, which has a hole for a lanyard you can hang it around your neck.
oh yes, there's this as well. Yes, I received. Yes,
Yes.
this
Yeah.
you can
Yeah.
hang it to the neck. Yes,
Yeah, because some people like to do that.
yeah, yeah.
Personally, I like to
Or
have
wear
lots
it
of
like a
pockets.
bag, like this. Yes.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But it can be carried with you discreetly. And if someone is unwell, if I can use that word, you can just leave it with them, you know, or even do a hologram card, I suppose, and just give their body a bit of a bump in the right direction.
Yes,
And it's so
exactly.
discreet. No one will ask questions. It's like I don't know, what would you think it is? A shaver? It's not a shaver. It's a music device. You can pass it off as anything, really. It doesn't look like a device that's intrusive.
No, no,
Yeah.
and you can even pretend it's a computer mouse if you want to travel with it.
Hey, that's a good idea.
Well,
Yeah.
that's my computer mouse, and I have to, you know.
Yeah, all you need to do is glue on a little wheel thing. Wow, what a good idea. So sneak it in if you have to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it doesn't produce any EMF, any
No,
radiation, so it's undetectable if you want to travel with it. So it's
absolutely.
scalar waves. It's the natural pulsation of the earth. It's natural pulsation of even the universe and the human being, the human body. Scalar waves are the most natural frequency in the universe. This,
Absolutely.
yeah. What
It's
would you add about that?
well, our cells have each one of our cells have got a DNA, which is a twisted double helix, which is a perfect scalar receiver. And you might be thinking, well, that might be just me picking and choosing the facts. But the fact of the matter is, when we are in our mother's tummy, we've got cells quite distant apart. They've got to communicate with each other so you don't end up with an ear here or foot here. Things go in the right places, and they generally do for most people. Um, the cells communicate through scalar. That's it. And so it's the natural communication method of our body. So this is using the natural way and also using a pure scalar. It's not synthesized through modulation or anything. It's pure scalar. So this is how this unit can provide such remarkable results.
I'd like to go a bit more into this because this is fascinating. This is something I'm really fascinated about it. You mentioned that you produce the scalar waves in your devices by a double coil system. Okay,
Yes,
what
yes.
you say? This is the same as DNA, DNA, which is an antenna and an emitter as well, and that
Mm,
emits scalar waves as well, pulses. But
yes,
also Tesla, Nikola Tesla, used devices at huge scale. If you could say, uh, it was metallic coils, even double
yes,
coil,
mm,
producing scalar waves and drawing
yes,
energy from the void and producing energy. And that's what your devices do. They produce this type of natural universal energy that is tuned to different pulsation rates. Stop me if I'm wrong. That's what I understand. Related to different healings. And this is the core of the technology that powers everything naturally. And that's what the people in power who don't want humanity to progress have been blocking all the time. You know, Tesla, everybody knows his all his technology, all his material has been confiscated by the government. But why? Because this specific technology that you are using as well, developing as well, is the future of humanity, the future of free energy supply, free healing, and much more that we are about to discover because we are functioning on this. And think about the Kundalini. This is the same process, the same structure,
right,
right? So,
yes. Yeah, that's pretty much on the mark. There's nothing really to correct there. We're harnessing the energy of the ether, and the scalar field helps to channel that to your body. So there's nothing really to correct. I wasn't going to mention that in those terms because it's a bit technical, but you brought it up.
so I'm used to chat about technical stuff for my
Right.
audience. So you can just feel free to go into technical details because people will probably get it. So
Okay.
yeah.
Well, if you want to talk with another human being, it pays to speak the same language as the person you're talking to. If they can't understand you, you can talk very loud, as loud as you like, but it still doesn't really help. Well, it might help a little bit, but you'll certainly turn red in the process. But if you can speak the same language, you can whisper things, and they can receive this information. But in Scalar, we've got to match the DNA in our body, and the structure of DNA is very precise. And there's an angle of incidence in the double helix coil in the DNA, and that angle has to be matched by the transmitter. So it's effectively one DNA talking to another. So this is one DNA source, and the recipient is our body. And if you don't get the angle right, if you don't get everything right, there's other things you've got to get right. If you don't get them right, then you might get something, but it's not optimized. And these ideas, I mull a lot, and I think, well, what is the best? Okay, it's like, okay, inventing a loudspeaker. Anyone can make a loudspeaker, make a coil and diaphragm and make a loudspeaker. But how do you make it better? Okay, we'll make it into a cone shape. Well, how do you improve it even more? Well, increase the strength of the magnet. And you go on and on like this until you sit back and say, yeah, this is magic. This is absolutely gold.
And you
And
go,
this is what
aha.
we go, ah, as we create our halo of wellness, halo of protection. Yeah, that's what it is. And that's really been the process with this, where I wouldn't have all the answers in the onset, in the very beginning. But I know the universe wants this to happen, so I just allow the ideas to keep flowing. You know, if I get nudged in a certain direction, let's say if I'm working on an idea and things keep on blowing up, well, obviously the universe does not want me to pursue it, and I'm very sensitive to that. Um, when I was developing years ago a device and I was modeling it in the simulation software and it's all working good and everything, but whenever I'd make a PCB, things were blowing up. Well, as it transpired, they were blowing up because I was using cheap components because I was out of a job and I couldn't afford to go to authentic dealers. So I'd buy them from the markets and they were copies and that's why they weren't working. But more than that, the universe was telling me, no, hang on a moment. We don't want you to develop this. We want you to try different angles. And this is how I turned towards plasma in the early days. And um, and then things just clicked together. No more blowing up, no nothing. And of course I was sourcing from reputable suppliers because I came to realize that. But it's more than there's so much more than what's obvious in the universe. You know, and you've got to be sensitive to ideas and think, well, yeah, okay, that happened. Everyone knows it happened, but why? Not the obvious why, but the deeper why. And the universe really wanted this out. The universe really wanted this out, and it's time. So that's what we're doing.
Yeah, it's time, and that's the holographic medical technologies that are coming in the future, I believe. You know, I'm talking with my audience about medical beds that are in development and coming or soon being implemented. But
Yes,
there is this holographic technology that you're already using,
absolutely.
which, and stop me if I'm wrong, but that repairs. What is repairing a human body or a being? It's repairing. It means sending the right scalar frequency to a holographic structure that is dissonant. And you bring a resonant pattern and you imprint it on the dissonant, and the universe tends towards perfection. So the resonant healed and perfect pattern will imprint and change the sick one into something as perfect, you know.
Yes,
So,
yes.
and that's
Yes,
what this device is doing, right?
absolutely, absolutely. Your body is not designed to be sick, and this unit is like a reset. When you live in a toxic environment, everything now is toxic. Almost everything is toxic. Um, it's so difficult to maintain health and wellness. So it's really, really timely that this device has been finished and is out there. Very timely.
Mm. Yes, yes. So, well, John, I mean, thank you. Thank you is a small word because you are working all the time, you know? When we just connected before this Zoom recording, you said, "Oh, I'm in a chaos of work. There's so much work, with positive chaos, creative
Oh, that
chaos."
was just between me and you, but it's true. It is true.
It's
Um,
I mean the positive. creative chaos as well. There's so many, and you know, that's the cauldron of creation. That's where every ideas come out, and my mind is. I understand it's buzzing all the time. Now, what do I do next? How can I improve this? And you excited, and so
I think we most people are born with ingenuity, with the desire to create,
yeah.
and it's very healthy. But it kind of gets beaten out of you when you go to school and you learn things and facts, and then you go and get a job, and then you get commitments which weigh you down like an anchor. And I don't recall one day at school where they encouraged inverted thought thinking, where you're thinking of yourself, how you can self improve, things like that. It's always facts and figures and passing exams. But gosh, that's such a shadow to what's really important. And this is so I've learned more in the last few years, and most more recently than in the early years for sure. And yeah, I just hope that people don't lose their creativity, don't get it knocked out of them, and can apply it. I think we are in a uh, paradigm change moment at I really do. Just a few years ago, I was thinking, no, we're going down hell, and I couldn't really see any movement upwards. But there's been changes, global changes, which have given me hope. So I'm not giving up yet. I'm hoping that
Oh no,
more and more.
and we're not giving up and going even forward with more excitement and creative energy, So,
Yeah,
well, thank you.
yeah, we
So,
did it.
yeah,
It's oh,
go on, go on, go on, go on, go on.
gone. Oh man. Oh well, no, no. No, no. I wasn't going to say anything. It's just, it's always the sad part of our time together. It's always the farewell, isn't it? That's
Mm.
yeah, sad. I think, well, there'll be another time. Oh gosh, how long do I have to wait? But I do enjoy our talks together. I really do. I love your sense of humor. I love your insights. I love your sensitivity.
Thank you.
I, I love I love all this about you.
Oh, thank you so much. That's really nice. And I have to say, good fun. We laugh a lot and we talk about very deep science stuff sometimes, and the the goodness, the wellness for humanity. And I'm very admirative of your always your excitement always to create new things, to come up with new things, new device, new. It's incredible, incredible.
Well, what I found is you don't lose your childhood if you just get just that simple excitement. Like my youngest child, she's just 2.5, and she's got this bubbly excitement. I never want her to lose it. I want her to hold on to that with firm fingers, and no matter what happens in life, always keep that bubbliness inside her. That's what I want. Yeah, and I'm sort of relearning.
Yes, sometimes we have
She,
tendency to lose it in our lives, and we just
yeah,
get in contact with young children, and we oh, that's what I need to get back, so
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So thank you so much for inviting me on your show. Greatly, greatly appreciated. And thank you everyone for watching this, because I'm assuming that if you come to this part of the interview, you have indeed watched it. Or maybe you fast forwarded it, as people often do on my ones. No, but I really do enjoy our time, and I walk away and I think, gosh, you have taught me something. You remind me all the time of just the simplicity of things. You say we talk about technical things, but if you think in simplistic terms, then it's like the windows are opened up, and you can see things which you'd otherwise be blind to.
Yes, even even the most complex science, at the moment you understand it, you know what you're talking about, you're able to explain it in simple words and in 5 minutes, you know and that's what you do. So that's it. So, well,
Thank you
John,
so much.
Thank you. And my videographer is going to put the links under the video and the website pages. So people just go there to order this Scalar device with its holographic cards. And I really love it. So thank you, John. Thank you
Thank
so
you so
much.
much. You take care.
You
Keep
too.
healthy.
Thank you so much.